Well, last night was a rainy night.
I think this is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced.
Here we thought we were done. We're not. Just like IKEA, like I was telling you, you make one turn and you think you're out of the place and you're not. Tent camping in the rain definitely has its challenges. Thankfully we had our little, our other tarp here that we kind of rigged up against our tent, so again it kind of extended our space where we could cook and stuff last night. Had a great meal last night and then ate it up in the tent, watched a movie. Now it is the morning. It is still kind of sprinkling. It rained all night long. Sometimes hard, sometimes just sprinkles. Now the fun part, getting to pack up all this wet stuff that we will have to dry out later. But first, let's make some coffee on our camp stove. Well, we were gonna try to do some hiking this morning, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It's just too wet and soggy. The trails are all muddy, and it doesn't look like the rain's gonna let up at all today. So I think we're gonna go on to our next thing that we had planned, and that was House on the Rock. My grandpa had suggested it to us because a while back, my grandma and him went to the House on the Rock. And so it's like this museum of old artifacts. This collector, this artist that you would call him, just started collecting over his years, and then all of a sudden had this really amazing museum with a bunch of different things. It'll be really interesting to look at, and most of it's inside, so it's like a perfect weekend to do it because we really love being outside, but when it's raining, can't enjoy the outdoors as much. We still do, but not as much.
We read a couple facts on a pamphlet we found at a gas station, and this place is insane. There's the world's largest carousel. It has like 182 chandeliers, 2,000 lights, 269 handcrafted animals.
And this place is divided up into 3 different parts, and they tell you need about an hour each, and some of them maybe 2 hours.
Yes.
So,
I think our minds are going to be blown.
You can buy your tickets online. It kind of works just like the Dell's boat tour, where you buy your ticket and it doesn't expire for the year, and then you can kind of go when you want to.
I don't know if I ever really watched Alice in Wonderland, but if I did, I would think this is like the alternate universe that she fell down the hole into.
Yeah, there's like lots of rooms.
Yeah.
It's like a maze.
Yeah.
Kind of like IKEA.
Kind of like,
It's like a fancy IKEA.
IKEA. All right, we're going in the original house.
The original house. We've just climbed up this huge pathway to get up here.
Uh-huh.
Because we're going up on this big rock bluff that he built the house on.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Well, it says that he carried his own, like, lumber and rock.
Masonry. Stones.
Up the rock
The
hill.
bluff.
Thing.
This guy was crazy.
Yeah.
I think you gotta be crazy to do amazing things. It's an optical illusion, and it just looks like an endless room. It's really an interesting thing. And then you do have to stop at a certain point. There's a rail, and then you can look straight down and realize that you're hanging way over the rock. Well, that'll mess with your mind a little bit.
That's some Willy Wonka stuff right there.
Yes, this is like a Willy Wonka house, but
Yeah.
a little less candy-like.
And here's the glove from the Marvel Universe.
There's a reason they locked this door on the dolls. Now we're like down on a downtown street.
Underground.
Underground. We're in an underground town where he has displayed yesterday things. So old things and like old toys, old washing machines, you know, all kinds of stuff. But a little street down underground. This house is so interesting. Each turn is just something you wouldn't guess would be there.
So this guy, I think he was obsessed with, like, if he was gonna collect something, he was gonna go all out. You know, he didn't just want one of something, he was like, I have to have all of them. The best collection.
Now we're entering the part Heritage of the Sea. So all the little boat models, sea creatures, you name it. If it's in the sea, it's probably here.
We hear there's a whale that is longer than the Statue of Liberty is tall in here.
In here, in this building, somewhere. We'll probably find it. This thing's so big, we're gonna have to go up to the second level to see the top of it. That, my friends, is a whale vertebrae. You can see the spinous processes, the transverse processes. The PT in our heads is going off right now. Whales have big vertebrae.
Wow.
And they cannot lie. We are about halfway through, and about halfway through they do have a concession stand. So if you're like us and we didn't eat lunch before we came here, you can grab a little bite to eat, like pizza and some soda pop. Next best thing from a road soda. So we're gonna eat up, kind of re-energize, because we have been weaving through this thing. There is so much to see.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You could spend hours in each place.
Yeah.
But you got to get through it, so we're about halfway. Once we get some food in us, we'll have some more energy and hit the next part. We still got to get to the carousel, the famous huge carousel.
What's next? We've got the music of yesterday, the red room, the spirit of aviation, the carousel, hey! And then we'll enter the last building. Oh my gosh, there's a circus room.
Cool, circus, that'll be fun. So a lot of these displays are big music boxes. And with a token you can buy, you can actually play the whole big music box. We're about to enter the iconic carousel. It's supposed to be the most magnificent carousel ever invented or created or existed. I don't know what you're doing, but it's kind of creeping me out. Let's go see this thing.
I think this is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. It's just like there are massive things housed in these buildings. I don't know. It's like
Things you didn't know you could collect.
yeah. I don't really have words.
Yes, a very neat place to come see. It's really hard to describe and get on camera, but
Yeah.
this man, Alex Jordan, collected everything you could think of, old, vintage, and not just one of them, you know, he had a billion of them. Oh, here we thought we were done. We're not. Just like IKEA, like I was telling you, you make one turn and you think you're out of the place and you're not, because you've only spent $150 and you gotta spend $200. We're gonna go out to the end of this walk. We just got our map out and see the infinity room that we walked out on.
There's a structure up here that we walked out on, and it is literally just hanging over the forest floor.
Off the rock.
Off the rock. Yeah, it's built on. Wow.
It kind of looks like a Star Wars ship, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not good.
Now we're entering the dollhouse room.
Do you see that? Okay, well, you're gonna have to go in front of me.
Yep, that's the thing of nightmares. Okay, we're finally out. Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was just... I need to go sit in a blank room for a few hours after that. There was just so much stuff in each room as you went through and so much intricate detail. My brain is just overloaded.
There's so much to look at. No natural light. I'm glad to be out in the light.
Yeah, it was kind of that feeling of when you're in a movie, you know, the noon matinee, and you come out and all of a sudden there's still real life going on and it's bright outside.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Crazy events, but this was a fun weekend getting to do 2 things here in Wisconsin.
A very unique experience and pretty fun, I would
Yeah.
say. Just like kind of like hard to wrap your mind around all the stuff that you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad we came. There's still stuff outside.
There's still stuff. We're still looking around.
Yeah.
Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you next week with another travel vlog here in season 3.
Yeah.
Until next time, see ya.